Ethereum Merge. Do you want to enter the crypto world but have no idea how to do so, or in which coin you should invest? We have a suggestion for you. Have you ever heard of Ethereum? If not, then we have something you should definitely know. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crypto Gems. Today, we are back here again with an amazing as well as informative video that will surely help you grow financially. Today, we are going to discuss everything that you should know about the Ethereum Merge. So stick with the video and watch till the end to know everything about it. You may believe cryptocurrency is the future, or you may believe it is a fraud. Regardless of your position, the approaching Ethereum Merge is a watershed moment. The long-delayed Ethereum blockchain update is now scheduled for September 15th. If it works, the blockchain's huge amount of electricity use will drop by more than 99%. This has far-reaching implications. Critics of cryptocurrency claim that currencies such as Bitcoin and Ether are worthless and waste vast amounts of power. The first statement is controversial and subjective, while the second is true. In an age when more people than ever see climate change prevention as society's top issue, the carbon emissions of Bitcoin and Ethereum are too visible to ignore. In the merge, Ethereum will use a technique called proof of stake, which has been intended since the blockchain's inception in 2014. It has been postponed many times because of its technical complexity and the rising amount of money at stake. The merge is part of what was formerly known as Ether 2.0, a series of improvements that restructure the blockchain's fundamentals. We've been working on the proof of stake for nearly 7 years now, Ethereum co-creator Vitalik Buterin said in March at the Shanghai conference, but now it's all coming together. Here's all you need to know to make sense of the big day. How would the merge help? The merge will see Ethereum abandon proof of work, its current strategy-intensive method, in favor of proof of stake. In the crypto world, staking refers to putting cryptocurrency into a protocol. This may sometimes be done to generate interest. For example, the designers of the Terrorist stablecoin promised users 19% interest on staked Terra USD. You could put in $10,000 and get $11,900 after a year, until it imploded. Other times, like in the case of proof of stake blockchain, staked Bitcoin aids in the security of a protocol. As we shall see momentarily, the more Ether that is staked, the more secure the blockchain will be after the merge. Miners will no longer need to solve cryptographic challenges to validate new blocks once proof of stake is implemented. Instead, they will deposit Ether tokens into a pool. Assume each of these tokens is a lottery ticket. If your token number is called, you'll be able to check the next block and get the prizes that go with it. It's still a costly venture. Prospective block verifiers must stake a minimum of 32 Ether, or $48,500, to be eligible. In this arrangement, punters put up raw cash rather than the power to verify blocks. Whereas a bad actor requires 51% of a network's power to overrun a proof-of-work system, they would need 51% of the total staked Ether to overcome a proof-of-stake system. The more total Ether invested, the safer the network gets as the cost of achieving 51% of its capital rises. According to the Ethereum Foundation, since cryptographic problems will no longer be used in the system, power consumption will be reduced by 99.65%. But why is it named the Merge? Through the merger of two blockchains, Ethereum will go from proof of work to proof of stake. The Ethereum blockchain that users use is known as the mainnet, as opposed to multiple testnet blockchains that are solely utilized by developers. In December 2020, Ethereum developers launched a new network dubbed the Beacon Chain. The Beacon Chain is basically the new Ethereum. The Beacon Chain is a proof-of-stake chain that has been operating in isolation since its inception 18 months ago. Validators have been adding blocks to the chain. However, these blocks have included neither data nor transactions. In essence, it has been put through numerous stress tests in preparation for the big day. The data on Ethereum's mainnet will be moved to the Beacon Chain, which will thereafter become the primary blockchain on the Ethereum network. In the run-up to the merge, Ethereum developers have been stress testing the new blockchain by passing data and transactions across it on several Ethereum test nets. From interacting with Ethereum developers, they've been sure that even if proof-of-work mining was stopped overnight, they could execute the merge months ago and it would work, Charbonneau added. The concern is that there will be problems in Ethereum clients, software that can read Ethereum data and mine blocks that will take months to repair. According to Charbonneau, Ethereum's developers are taking additional precautions to guarantee that the various client validators can operate together during the merge. So, is there any danger? Absolutely. In the case of Ethereum, generally Bitcoin fans equate the merger to replacing the engine of an aircraft during a passenger flight. Not only are the aircraft in jeopardy, but so is the $180 billion worth of Ether in circulation. On a technological level, the new blockchain might have several unanticipated problems. Solana, another proof-of-stake blockchain, has had many total outages this year. Solana is different from Ethereum in that it has almost no fees, which makes it easier for bots to flood the network, though technological problems are not impossible. Critics also question if proof-of-stake will be as secure as proof of effort. Charbonneau believes it may be safer because of a mechanism known as slashing. In essence, validators may have their staked ether burnt and their network access terminated if they're proven to have behaved maliciously. If someone assaults Bitcoin 51% now, you can't do much, Charbonneau said. They all have the miners, and they could simply keep assaulting you. It's quite straightforward with evidence of stake. If you assault the network, it is verifiable, and we just slice you and your money's gone. You only have one bullet, then you can't do it again. Will it cause the price of Ether to rise? Ether's dropped almost 60% since the beginning of the year, and many people are hopeful that the merge will bring it back up. This has been a widely contested issue in crypto circles in recent months, and no one knows for certain what the merge will do to the price of Ether. There are two main reasons why many believe Ether's price will increase after the merge. The first is that fractioning Ethereum's carbon footprint would make it simpler for large corporations to invest in Ether and develop Ethereum apps. The fact is, if you take away the environmental care component, there are a lot of people who will not use Ethereum and will not want to invest in it purely for ESG reasons, Charbonneau added, referring to environmental, social, and corporate governance criteria for ethical investment. The second argument's a bit more technical. Mining Ethereum is expensive. As power bills have risen and crypto prices have fallen, even successful mining firms have started to lose money. Miners often sell the majority of the Bitcoin they earn from mining to cover the expenses. As miners sell their Ether, this produces millions of dollars in selling pressure every day. Miners, or validators as they'll be known once Ethereum is proof of stake, won't have to sell all the Ether they earn since validating blocks is so much cheaper than mining them using proof of work encryption. Others, though, say that the merger's already priced in. It's been in the works for 7 years, and many big-time investors, the argument goes, have invested money into Ethereum with the hope that the merger would be successful. So when will the merger occur? The merger is planned to take place in September. The most current potential date, September 15th, was provided on a developer's call on Thursday, August 11th. That date is earlier than expected. September 19th had originally been set as the big day. As the merge approaches, Ether has risen dramatically. The cryptocurrency is presently trading at over $2,000, a roughly 60% increase from July when Ethereum Foundation developers set a deadline. It's still a long way from its $4,800 high, but it's promising news for Ethereum aficionados in this chilly cryptocurrency winter. Ethereum price prediction 2022-2023. What went up must come down, and Ethereum might enter another bear market after possibly hitting $14,000 per ETH. Take note of how the price movement would play out identically to the last bear market, with the next bear market bottom dropping to the present consolidation area. That means that the resistance and support that are there now will be tested in a year or more. So, we're done with today's video. Please let us know in the comment box what you all thought about it. If you enjoyed our work, please make sure you share it with our friends. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you're always notified of our latest videos. Thanks for watching.